I just want to, if we can, go up to Julie in New York.
Hey, thanks, Tom. Yes, this is probably the last time you'll come to us at Democracy Plaza here in New York City tonight. It's been lit up so beautifully. There are flags rattling all around the sides of the ice rink, but it has been a pretty muted atmosphere here this evening. It has to be said, I've been here for the last 2 elections with very different atmospheres at the heart of this very Democrat city, of course. There's just been a cheer go up for the Nevada call for Hillary Clinton, but otherwise it has been very, very quiet. Somebody who probably won't be staying quite so quiet tonight, though, is Mica Mosbacher. She's a major Republican fundraiser, part of the Trump campaign, switched from Ted Cruz to Trump when he got the nomination. And we've spoken to her throughout the year, and she's here again with us tonight. So, Mica, you're so plugged into the Trump campaign. Look at you, you can barely contain yourself.
I can barely contain myself, is right. Cautiously optimistic.
Give us your inside track from the Trump campaign, because you're speaking to them, you're in touch with them all the time now, Mica.
Yes, they've been texting back and forth. Mr. Trump has been on the phone most of the evening. He's sitting there with Governor Pence and also Ben Carson and some of the senior campaign officials, such as Kellyanne Conway, his campaign manager. It almost looks like it's either nail-biting at times or praying. But what we think is happening in this country is that the people have found a champion for their frustrations. It's been an emotional, not logical campaign. People have finally found someone who I think will restore hope and the American dream. And we're seeing this tonight because the people are speaking.
But some people may have found some hope in this. That's the truth of it, isn't it, Mica? There'll be a lot of people who will be heartbroken, distressed and frightened at the prospect of a Trump presidency.
Possibly, because change is frightening. It brings uncertainty. You know, markets, for example, don't like change.
They certainly don't like it tonight, Mica.
No, but I think once they have a clear vision and hear him speak as the presidential nominee, they will begin to believe again that it's possible to earn a better living in this country, to have security, and people want to drain the swamp, clean out corruption, get rid of this house of cards, and it's refreshing. And change is good, but it is frightening.
And it's painful too, isn't it, given the path ahead for this country now? An exhausted electorate, it has to be said.
Absolutely. 18 months. It's wonderful because I think people who have never voted before, who've never paid attention to politics before, have been involved. They've watched debates. The debates made a big difference this time. It hasn't so much in the past. It's been completely unorthodox campaign, too. This is my 7th presidential election. I've never seen anything like this.
What does this send out as a message to the rest of the world? I mean, it looks as though there could be a Republican president and a Republican Congress. What's the message to the world from the US tonight, in your view, Mica?
Well, I think we're dominating the world stage again, and I think if we can restore stability in our country, especially with terrorism, and reach out with a Congress that's no longer do-nothing Congress, actually get something done, I think it frees us up to work with the rest of the world and come up with real solutions for peace and real solutions for trade.
What do you think is going to happen in the morning, Mica? You've got an apartment in Trump Tower. You're right at the heart of this whole picture, aren't you? What lies ahead for you for the next 24 hours?
I will be on lockdown because suddenly I will be living in the epicenter of the world and the temporary White House. It's very exciting. If you told me 5 years ago that our major owner tenant would be running for president and win, I would have told you you were crazy.
Mica, it was good to talk to you this evening and to check in with you throughout this campaign. Thank you very much indeed, and we'll wait to see what the coming hours bring. Great to see you here at Democracy Plaza. And from the ice rink here in New York, Tom, back to you.